Daniela Nicole Ramos, Senior Class President, will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. After the Pledge of Allegiance, Corinne Nicole Heckenrode will sing our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Gabriela Martinez will give the opening.
Welcome, family, friends, guests, and fellow graduates. Thank you for joining us today on a very important day in our lives. I hope everyone enjoys the ceremony here and at the comfort of their homes. None of us believed that the end of our senior year would end so soon and unexpectedly, but here we are today after years of hard work. Finally, we have made it to the end of one of our chapters, and we are now headed to the reality of I want to thank my teachers, friends, and counselors for always pushing me to keep on working harder. También quiero darle gracias a mis padres y a todos los padres que nos siguen apoyando. Ustedes son la razón por la que seguimos luchando. Gracias. I want to congratulate all of the seniors because we are for sure a class to be remembered. COVID-19 has shown us how unpredictable life can be, but it has taught us to be more united and to keep working harder. As we step out to the real world, I want to encourage everyone to remember that we have a voice, and we always have to fight for what we believe in. Life does not get any easier from now on, but I believe that we can make a change in the world. Congratulations, class of 2020. All those years of hard work have finally paid off. Now, if you could please bow your head and join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you for allowing us to be here today. Thank you for allowing all of these hardworking students to get the chance to walk the stage and receive their diplomas. As we gather here today to celebrate a step forward into new places, let us not forget all of the memories we have made. I pray that you guide us along the road when times get tough. And on this day specifically, we thank you for the friends that we have found among our classmates. Lord, bless all of these teachers and staff who helped make it possible for us to be here today graduating high school. Lord, may you help guide all of those graduating today to do great things in life and to also have continual blessings from you. Thank you so much, Lord, for all you have done. In Jesus' name, we bless our graduation. Amen.
Please welcome Mr. Dan Posey, the President of the Board of Trustees for the Temple Independent School District.
On behalf of the Temple ISD Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome you. It is an honor to stand before the Temple High School graduating class of 2020. I am pleased to introduce our school board members, Ms. Virginia Suarez, Mrs. Linnell Davis, Mr. Ronnie Gaines, Dr. Sonia Sanhi, Ms. Shannon Gowan, and Mrs. Shannon Myers. Temple High School faculty and staff members, along with family and friends, are here today to celebrate the achievements of these hardworking students. Graduates, as we recognize your accomplishments, don't forget those who have helped you reach this important milestone. Remember to thank your teachers and all the others who guided and encouraged you throughout your academic career. Your walk across the stage would not be possible without each and every one of these dedicated professionals. Also remember to thank your family and friends who supported you and helped you work to this very important day. Congratulations on your achievement. In this time of celebration, let those who have influenced you know how much you appreciate the time, commitment, care, and the love they have given you. And now, as you transition into a new phase of your life, you will represent your community and Temple High School in the global economy. Never forget the heritage and tradition that you so strongly nurtured and proudly worn as Temple Wildcats. Lastly, I would like to thank Dr. Bobby Ott, his team, the staff, and the teachers that have made this outdoor graduation possible. It was a lot of hard work, and many times we didn't know what was going to happen, but they were very committed to doing what they could to make sure we could graduate in person today. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Thank you.
Ms. Nadia Raquel Carlos, class salutatorian, will now give the class salutatory address.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. Welcome to Temple High School's class of 2020 graduation. I'm honored to be standing here in front of you today as your salutatorian. To my fellow graduates, congratulations, you did it. You have reached a huge milestone, and you will continue to hit more milestones as you journey through life. Be proud of yourself. Now, this moment is not what we expected. In fact, it's far from it. The COVID-19 pandemic has punctured a part of our lives that we cannot get back, but I am certain that we have come out stronger because of it. To Dr. Ott, who has been working diligently to make sure this moment is memorable, I thank you for your dedication to the class of 2020. You did not give up on us. Our transition from in-person to online classes was also made successful by the extraordinary faculty we have here at TISD. Like most of you, though, I would not be here without the support of my wonderful family. I would like to give thanks to my mother for encouraging me to follow my aspirations. She is the one who showed me what it means to be a strong, independent woman, and sometimes I feel like I've won the lottery to be able to call her mom. Thank you to my eldest brother, Tony Carlos, for keeping me humble and reminding me that I'm still that 7-year-old who used to lack to blast Kid Cudi from his outdated iPod. Thank you to my brother, Adrian Carlos, whose kindness has touched the lives of many. He is the one who inspires me every day to live a life filled with change. I know my family would have preferred my dad to be sharing this moment with us, but instead he's watching me deliver this speech from above. For the next couple of minutes, I want to offer you all the best advice that a 17-year-old, soon-to-be high school graduate can give you. Please bear with me. I by no means think that my advice is top tier. At the start of my freshman year here at Temple, I read the book Girl Boss by Sophia Amoruso. Although there were some questionable tips, I did what I do most when I read books: take what I think is valuable and chuck the rest. Oh, and that's another thing, take everything with a grain of salt. There was one quote, however, that I think everyone should hear. Amoruso said, and I quote, "The energy you'll expend focusing on someone else's life is better spent working on your own. Just be your own idol," end quote. In other words, do not waste time worrying about the achievements of others. Instead, use that time to work towards becoming that dream version of yourself. When I read this quote for the first time, I took it to heart. From that day forward, I became my own competition. I hope that the person I'm going to be 5 years from now will surpass the person that is speaking in front of you today. Always seek improvement from within. I know it is easy to fall into that trap of comparison, especially in the age of technology, but please resist that urge. By resisting, you'll be able to flourish in remarkable ways. When we finally latch on to our diplomas and the ceremony comes to an end, our lives will branch out into separate paths. Some of us are heading off to college, a few are taking a gap year, others are entering the workforce or the armed forces, and there might be some sitting here today who do not know their next step. Wherever you go, and whatever you ultimately decide to do, I would like to encourage you to keep on improving yourself. Be a better person than you were the day before. I do not think that there is one person out there who looks at what they've done and says, "This is it," because there's more out there. You can do more than what you have done today. All you have to do is go for it. Since writing this speech, our country's current situation has changed significantly, and I would like to remind everyone to please vote. Not only research the policies of those running for executive positions, but research those who are running for local positions as well. Our locally elected officials hold a lot more power than we realize. In my advice, I mentioned improvement, and acknowledging your privilege, or lack thereof, is a form of this. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2020, and go Wildcats.
Mr. Andrew Powell Posey, class valedictorian, will now give the valedictory address.
Good afternoon, teachers, staff, and friends. I'd like to start this off by speaking about my experiences at Temple High School and why I believe it has prepared us for the real world that we are about to enter when we step across this stage. In many high schools around us, cultures, beliefs, and ideas are relatively the same. But at THS, we were part of something special, a diverse culture. Being able to meet people of different races, nationalities, religions, and socioeconomic classes has allowed us to have a greater understanding of the world. No one from Temple has the same background or story, and that is what makes us truly incredible. Our differences allowed us to love and appreciate one another, and this made us a better version of ourselves. Not one group or person is better than another, and this is apparent in the success that we had as a class during our time at THS. Our differences are what makes us stronger, and I believe we need to remember this when we see evil in our world today. We must remember who we are, stand up for justice, and always help and support each other so that we can make the world a better place. Graduates, congratulations, we did it. Today is the day that we have been working towards, not only over the past 4 years, but since the day that we walked into elementary school, as bright-eyed children ready to learn and explore the world. As the first chapter of our lives draws to a close, I'd be remiss if I did not take this opportunity to celebrate the incredible class of 2020. The class of 2020 has proven to be resilient in the face of a global health pandemic, and I believe our response to this only scratches the surface of our class's strength and potential. We have students who will be attending college next year with an associate's degree. we have students who will be entering the workforce and will become an integral part of society. We have students who will be serving our country by being a member of the armed forces. And we have students who will be attending college on athletic scholarships and other students attending college on academic scholarships. This class truly exhibits what it means to be Wildcat Strong. But these accomplishments were only achieved due to the hard work that our parents, guardians, and educators did so that we could be here today. I'd like to ask for a round of applause, not only for the graduates, but also for the families who sacrificed time, effort, and money so that we can be the people that we are today. I would also like to personally thank my parents for helping me to be where I am today, and without their help, I do not think I'd be giving this speech. As we prepare for our future outside of high school, I'd like to give you 3 observations that I have made over my high school career. The first observation is that no one is perfect, and I've learned this lesson rather harshly while writing this speech. There are millions of words to pick, millions of things to say, and trying to pick the perfect combination is impossible. We live our lives trying to be perfect, only to let ourselves down when we aren't unable to reach this unattainable feat. This may sound negative, but I believe this is actually a very positive way to live life. We should live our lives trying to be the best version of ourselves, and this is best stated by Vince Lombardi, the best football coach in history, or just above Jason Garrett, when he said, "Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence." We must free ourselves from the restrictions of a perfect life and instead try to catch excellence. This idea of perfection can be easily created by social media, where we see the highlights of other people's lives. We assume that everyone is always perfect, but in reality, that is just not true. We must understand that there will be difficult times, and there will be times when not everything goes to plan. But those are the times when we are able to show our true strength. This is when we are truly able to chase perfection and be the best that we can be. Understanding that we can never be perfect allows us to be free of the constraints that we place on ourselves and live the life that we want to live. The second observation is that we need to keep our friends and family close. Friends and family are the people who will always support you, and in a time of so much uncertainty, their presence is ever more important. The families celebrating with us today are not here because they share the same blood, but because they will always be here for us through both success and tragedy. Teachers, classmates, teammates, they give us light in our darkest times and encourage us to do our best. Whether we win, lose, or draw, they are always there to support us and make us feel loved. Now, on to friends. Friends are the people you can call on a bad day to cheer you up, or the people who will pick you up when the world has got you down. Friends are the ones who push us outside of our comfort zone, even when we would rather watch Netflix, and are the ones who help us understand our place in the world without judgment. Friends allow us to express our true ourselves, and they make us all the better for it. This reminds me of the phrase, "Keep your friends close and your enemies closer." Honestly, I've never really understood this phrase, so I propose we change it. We need to change it to, "Keep your enemies close and friends and family closer," because they are the people that we truly need in our lives. We should enjoy the time that we're able to spend with our friends and family, because we never know when it will be our last. We need to tell them how much they mean to us, because even though we must stay 6 feet apart, we must stay even closer to the ones that we love. The third and final observation that I have is enjoy every moment of life. Life, even in the darkest of times, is a beautiful journey, and I believe we should enjoy the ride. Sometimes we forget about the present and live only in the past and/or future. Throughout this school year, I was so focused on trying to apply to college and leave the state of Texas that I truly forgot to live in the moments which make senior year special. I did not take the time to enjoy every moment of my life, and it took a worldwide health pandemic to teach me that. We plan for the future with so much conviction that we forget to appreciate the mundane and simple tasks we do every day until it is taken away. Seeing a movie, eating a restaurant, and ironically going to school. We truly forget how special these moments are until we lose them. My challenge for everyone here today is to try and enjoy life and make the most out of any moment, whether it be during a boring assignment or while you check your watch to see how much longer I have to talk. Make the most of every moment so you can live a full life without regret. Class of 2020. I'd like to leave you with a quote from Dr. Seuss. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. These past 4 years of my life have taught me more about myself than I could have ever imagined, and I know that you will all accomplish the goals set before you. This class has faced adversity and hardship with incredible strength, tenacity, and willpower. I hope we do not cry because today is graduation, but instead smile because we know we have the power to change the world. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Temple High School Associate Principal, Dr. Kelly Powell.
Board members, Dr. Ott, Dr. Mayo, Mr. Crumpy, Mr. Pleasant, family, guests, and graduates. I have the privilege to address you today in what will be a most memorable graduation ceremony for Temple High School. Each day, I am reminded in so many ways of the tenacity of our community. Wildcat Strong has been evident in how Temple High School and the community at large has responded to this historic season. I want you to know that your teachers and campus administration never stopped believing in your education. And as you are here today, in this moment, to receive your high school diploma, we know that you and your families likewise kept believing in all you could achieve. Events of this year have changed us in many ways, and we will undoubtedly feel its lasting effects for years to come. Though many of your senior experiences may not have gone as planned, there is one thing that this historic season of life has given to you: time. You were given the time to stop and truly consider who you are, who you want to be, and how you want to use the time you've been given moving forward. Perhaps for the first time in many of our lives, we suddenly found ourselves with the opportunity to do things we may have not normally stopped to do. Without day-to-day interactions with our peers and friends, we were able to consider what we devote our time to. We considered more carefully the world around us, whether that was your home, neighborhood, the city, the state, the nation, or our global community. We witnessed the heroism of our healthcare professionals and other essential personnel. We discovered new ways to serve our community and assist our families. And we engaged with education, friends, and family in new ways through technology. We all continue to ponder what our new normal will be. I am not convinced this should be our sole focus. Recently, I had the opportunity to listen to a speaker who posed a question. Should we be seeking a new normal or seeking to develop what it means to be a community? As you move forward into adulthood, I want to challenge you, class of 2020, to take this moment and redefine what it means to be a community. A definition of community that includes understanding, empathy, and service to others. As you continue your journey into adulthood, do not forget the lessons you learned here at Temple High School. Remember to always be Wildcat strong, and above all, each day, always seek to do better and be better than the day before. Congratulations, Temple High School class of 2020. May you be ever victorious in all your endeavors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the principal of Temple High School, Dr. Jason Mayo.
Students, at this time, please stand. Dr. Ott, it is my honor to recommend these awesome students for graduation. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you for the memories, your achievements, and for being Wildcat strong. Thank you for 4 great years. Congratulations, and go Wildcats.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Superintendent of Schools for the Temple Independent School District, Dr. Bobby Ott.
Thank you, seniors. I am truly humbled to be before you. And guests and staff, I want to welcome you to the 2020 Temple High School graduation ceremony. Before we begin the diploma presentation, I would like to leave this exceptional group with a few brief remarks. You know, every superintendent has a standard script that they read during a graduation ceremony. But due to the different and unique circumstances that you have endured, I would like to leave you some different thoughts this evening. As you know, there are a lot of seniors across the state that did not have the opportunity to have an in-person graduation ceremony. And there are also a lot of people that would say, what we are doing this evening poses a risk. And I will tell you that I agree with that statement. But seniors, what you will find in your lives is that you will be presented with many opportunities. And the great opportunities usually come with some sort of risk. For example, when you sit for a job interview and you put yourself out there for that position that you really want, you run the risk of not being hired. When you put yourself out there to get close to someone or even fall in love, you run the risk of getting hurt. When you sign an athletic scholarship to play at the next level, you run a risk of physical injury. And I can go on with many examples. So you ask, why do people take these risks? And if you have learned anything during this process, seniors, I want you to know that it is okay to take a risk. It is okay. As long as they are calculated and they also provide a positive benefit for all concerned. Seniors, those should be your 2 qualifiers. The things I mentioned earlier, like applying for a job, signing that athletic scholarship. Sure, those are risks, but those should have been well thought out and well planned and not carelessly decided. Also, those that I mentioned, they yield a positive benefit for all concerned. In other words, they are worth the reward. Today, I hope you see your graduation ceremony as that example. To those that say we are taking a risk by having this ceremony for our seniors, I would say to them, we are taking a risk if we do not. We risk 600 families not having the opportunity to see their child walk across the stage. We are also risking your opportunity to be celebrated appropriately. So we sit here together this evening, taking this risk. But as you can see, the two qualifiers I mentioned are in play. Number one, look around you. Tonight was well planned, with the utmost safety precautions in mind. And number two, if you have not been told lately, seniors, class of 2020, each of you, each and every one of you are worth the reward. Congratulations. Dr. Mayo, by the authority vested in me by the state of Texas and our outstanding Temple ISD Board of Trustees, I accept your presentation of these students, and at this time, I would ask that this amazing class of 2020 come forward to receive their diplomas.
At this time, will rows number 1 and 2 please stand and come to the stage to be recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, during the ceremony, flash photography will be taking pictures of each student, and the ceremony is being recorded. We ask that guests please do not, I repeat, do not come to the field to take pictures. Also, ladies and gentlemen, please note, this is a solemn and dignified occasion. We ask that during the presentation of the graduates, you not use noisemakers or signs. Such activity interferes with the recognition of the graduates and detracts from the dignity of our ceremony. Graduating number 1 in the class of 2020, class valedictorian, Andrew Powell Posey.
Graduating number 2 in the class of 2020, class salutatorian, Nadia Raquel Carlos.
Graduating number 3, Hannah Ahmed.
Graduating number 4, Haley Elise Martin.
Graduating number 5, Malina Kalpesh Patel.
Graduating number 6, Annika Sika.
Graduating number 7, Kaylin Grace Henderson.
Graduating number 8, Erica Paige Fernandez.
Graduating number 9, Jeb Scott Tanaka.
Graduating number 10, Win Tan Win.
Rebecca Lee Carl.
Christian Dale Adams.
Danielle James Miles.
Demarius Jashawn Atkinson.
Gretel Diane Adams.
Alfredo Alvarado.
Angela Sky Aguillon.
Megan Ashley Alvarez.
Eileen Alvarez.
Alyssa Robin Amador.
Sergio Rafael Alvarez.
Anastasia Mary Ray Archie.
Isha Amatia. Philip Andrew Aragon. Melanie de la Garza Arredondo.
Jordan Deshawn Singletary Ross.
Angel Amai Sirica Smith.
James Michael Chase III.
Caillou Michael Ares.
Araceli Jasmine Arguelles.
Haley Rhiannon Arndt.
Maricruz de la Garza Arredondo.
Ana Renee Rodriguez.
Ashley Jasmine Arroyo.
Viridiana Julisi Arroyo.
Lillian Gwen Avila.
Joseph Tyler Ayers.
Anthony James Ayala.
Majesty Odell Nashawn Barber.
Deasia Chantel Bagley.
Tatiana Marie Barreto Rodriguez.
Micah Lael Ball.
Emberly Marie Basie.
Rain Lene Barrett.
Donald Jean Beach Jr.
Brooke Marie Baxter.
Daisy Victoria Benitez.
Adia Sade Renee Beard.
Bailey Renee Black.
David Bentley III.
Lazea Genesis Blackstock.
April Renee Bilodeau.
Cooper Nolan Bobbitt.
Seth Andrew Darrow Blinn.
Andrea Nicole Boyd.
Brazon Jalen Blache.
Jamonte Armand Brazel.
Desiree Lachey Love Bookman.
Joseph Antonio Bryant.
Erica Diana Moody.
Jasmine Alexi Buckner.
Natia Sheree Bradley.
Yesenia Lynn Buitron.
Isabella Grace Bria.
Iván Arnulfo Burgos Castillo.
Lauren Elizabeth Bruckbauer.
Willacia Nicole Burleson.
Nala Elaine Buckley.
Jessica Diane Nicole Burrier.
Stephen James Burgess.
Andrea Caballero.
Samaya Grace Burleson.
Luis Antonio Cabrera.
Willie Demonde Burleson.
Haley Joy Campbell.
James Mitchell Buster.
Justice Quaid Campbell.
Ari Luciano Caballero Sanchez.
Richard Anthony Cardenas.
Olivia Susan Cabrera.
Clarice Deanne Carrasco.
Javier Jarvis Campbell.
Tomás Alexander Carreno.
Morquell Cooper Kennedy Shelton.
Markel Dwayne Carter Jr.
Montavian Tyrell Carlisle.
Citlali Guadalupe Castaneda.
Jacob William Carrasquillo.
Fatima Guadalupe Castillo.
Thomas Carreno Jr.
Serena Estrellita Cerda.
Tashira Joyce Carter.
Blanca Diamante Chapa.
Noah Israel Castillo.
Juliana Isabel Chavez.
Ciandra Nicole Chambers.
Michael Ray Lawrence Cobb.
Diego Victor Chavez.
Cody Alvin Cole.
Michaela Rainice Cobb.
Mariah Marie Compton.
Emily Rose Collins.
Shamia Dominic Cooper Williams.
Kerrigan Lenice Coppage.
Jasmine Correa.
Tabitha Brienne Cortez.
Essence Michelle Countess.
Savannah Eliza Cabarrubio.
William Timothy Cox.
Yanetta Waikiki Craven.
Garrett Allen Crawford.
Jaden Cade Crosby.
Pacey Patrice Crow.
Miguel Angel Cruz.
Tori Shane Cull.
Macy Caroline Cummings.
Aries Curtis.
Joshua Wayne Curtis.
Ashianta Janea Dallas.
Jacorie Lachey Daniels.
Jason Jennar Davila.
Kazarian Shamar Carl Davis.
Aliyah Nicole De La Fuente.
Destiny Michelle De Leon.
Eloy Angel Diaz.
Erica Lisette DeNova.
Zachary Joseph Deserens.
Abigail Marie Diaz.
Jessica Dominguez.
Nayeli Salas Diaz.
Terry Dawson Jr.
Giancarlo Trajano Domingo.
Skylar Ashton Dowdy.
Isabella Mallory Donoso.
Karen Duran.
Christopher James Dudit.
Corinne Nicole Eckenrode.
Nautica Aaliyah Escobar.
Karina Eguia.
Beta Michelle Espinosa Chavez.
Jonathan Aaron Equals.
Dalton Rivers Falbion.
Hannah Elizabeth Esparza.
Alexander Devante Farrow.
Zenny Faz.
Brianna Deshay Frankley.
Coriel Derez Fillmore.
Hermilo Javier Flores.
Michaela Ariel Finley.
Robert Isaiah Flores.
Jonathan Nicholas Flores.
Christina Danielle Formica.
Jennifer Flores Cuellar.
Christian Cameron Fox.
Brisa Marie Ford.
Kenneth James Fife.
Kenna Michelle Fort.
Aaliyah Renee Gaines.
Anthony Maurice Franklin.
Sebastian Galindo.
Kedrick Dion Freeman, Jr.
Aulani Lay Gandara.
Jaciel Galindo.
Rogelia Macala Gandara.
Jahir Alberto Gandera.
Abella Soledad Garcia.
Joanna Sofia Garay.
Emily Michelle Garcia.
Abigail Lynn Garcia.
James Benjamin Garcia.
Jadon Aquan Garcia.
Noemi Garcia.
Maricela Garcia.
Andre Leon Glenn Jr.
Sean Albert Garcia.
Christian Bradley Gomer.
Jalen Christopher Cyrese Gilmore.
Kaylee Alyssa Gonzalez.
Trinity Tashay Glover.
Joaquin Soto Gonzalez.
Anastasia Nicole Lorraine Goncharo.
Emilio Joseph Gobea.
Mallory Diamond Gonzalez.
Renee Destiny Graham.
Anthony Dre Gonzalez.
Kyle Anthony Granados.
Walker Gray Gordon.
Precious Lachey Gray.
Brandon Tyler Goins.
India Jolie Green.
Clarissa Marie Granado.
Amanda Groves.
Luz Elena Granado Swan.
Benjamin Abdias Guerrero.
Michaela Adriana Grayson.
Karime Lisette Guerrero.
Lauren Ainsley Greenfield.
Ariana Chantel Hamilton.
India Ariana Griffith.
Reese Edward Harden.
Antonio Tomas Guerra.
Savannah Ray Heersink.
Gabriela Ann Guerrero.
Araceli Hernandez.
Nagay Guy.
Laura Andrea Hernandez.
Adrian Guzman.
Guadalupe Hernandez Cruz.
Callie Grace Sulak Hancock.
Haley Jean Hess.
Macy Ashanti Hargrove.
Marcus Anthony Hills.
Quentin Dion Hemphill Johnson.
Seth Isaiah Hooper.
Brittany Destiny Hernandez.
Caitlin Renee Horton.
Jesse Tony Hernandez Jr.
David Fernando Huete Alvarenga.
Octavia Lachey Thompson.
Deshanae Brachet Hutchinson.
Rebecca Elaine Hernandez.
Amar Marshawn Jackson.
Jocelyn Liglier Hernandez Huizar.
Anthony Tyrese Jackson.
Kobe LaRaja Hilliard.
Roman Brady Jackson Jr.
Scott Thomas Holt.
Jayla Nayeli Jenkins.
Kimball Gray Horsack.
Antonio Michael Jimenez.
Ethan Michael Hoyt Price.
Adriana Janae Johnson.
Catherine Elizabeth Huntley.
Madison K. Johnson.
Bianca Michelle Ingram.
Diashian Misha Johnson Neely.
Bryce James Irvine.
Juan Francisco Juarez.
Anaya Lynn Jackson.
Elizabeth Ruth Ellen Judge.
Cedric Jackson.
Alasia Aubrey Kennedy.
Monica Lynette Jackson.
Frederick Ray Kirkland.
Amaz Kane Jimenez.
Mark Conrad Knox.
Aaliyah Chantel Johnson.
Nakota Jane Lara.
Jakayla Zaria Johnson.
Celeste Carol Ann Lauber.
Kazaja R. Johnson Harris.
Carlo Lorenzo Panergo Lasso.
Quentin Tyre Johnston.
Dwight Laverne Lester II.
Janae Anita Joseph.
Dayton Cazell Lewis.
Simon Orion Juarez.
Abigail Samantha Lobianco.
Madison Elise Justice.
Daniel Jacob Lopez.
Haley Lee Kerr.
Ernesto Lopez.
Dylan Scott Knox.
Naomi Rainey Lopez.
Brianna Nicole Lehman.
Zachariah Morgan Markey Lott.
Brooklyn Elizabeth Lanning.
Ven T. Lung.
Victoria Annalise Lara.
Alasia Aubrey Mack.
Jemiah Nicole Levan.
Morgan Jolynn Madsen.
Michaela Lachey Marie Leaks.
Beatriz Adriana Maldonado.
Samuel Dylan Liller.
Julia Lavon Marchant.
Amaidi Lopez.
Carson Brady Marlowe.
Edgar Maurilio Lopez.
Catherine Elizabeth Martin.
Hector Lopez II.
Julian Diego Martinez.
Cristina Lopez Pompa.
Nicholas Cole Martinez.
Jade Danette Nicole Luna.
Chloe Nicole Mayfield.
Asia Faith Raven Machuca.
Christine Desiree Medina.
Jacob Duncan McKay.
Larissa K. Medina.
Tyson Cole Magana.
Gregorio Alberto Mendez.
Marissa Leilani Manis.
Isaac Michael Mendoza.
Quincy Dante Marshall Jr.
Devontae Jaquez Miles.
Alexandra Martinez.
Quinlan Phoenix Sumner Moncrief.
Gabriela Martinez.
Christian Jude Moody.
Maria Guadalupe Martinez.
Joe Matthew Morales.
Zoe Soleil Martinez Freeman.
Trevor Dean Morgan.
Jayliana LaShawn Matthews.
Kenneth Earl Morrison III.
Aaliyah Tinetta McCullough.
Samuel Joseph Mungia.
Amaya Danae McNeil.
Lauren Grace Munoz.
Juan Pedro Medina.
Carter Hales Myers.
David Jamir Medrano.
Sierra Nashay Neely.
Yesenia Esmeralda Mendez Avila.
Treatment Win.
Homero Mendoza Jr.
Juanita Shawnette Ortiz.
Cheyenne Renee Miller.
Michael Ortiz.
Joshua Alexander Moore.
Macy Joy Parks.
Angela Celeste Moreno.
Olivia Grace Paulson.
Alasia Morrison.
Zachary Alexander Peace.
Jessica Marie Munoz.
Blake Edward Perez.
Paola Munoz Guzman.
Nadia Simone Perkins.
Evelyn Rose Muro.
Dominic Balint Petrie.
Kaylee Christine Newsom.
Christopher Evan Poole.
Tatum Alexander Nichols.
Daniel Lee Putnam.
Kiara Simone Nichols.
Daisy Paula Ramirez.
Nicoria Denise Noble.
Raúl Rebollar Mondragón.
Joshua Javier Nunez.
Israel Nicole Redis.
Matthew Alexander Laure Olivares Cervantes.
Fabian Guadalupe Reyes.
Eloisa Bonnier Lena Ordaz.
Stephen Rafael Reyes Ocasio.
Marcus Antonio Perez.
Madison Paige Richardson.
Samuel David Perkins.
Michaela Jade Riley.
Adriana Rochelle Portillo.
Joyce Ariana Roberts.
Matthew Christopher Purcell, Jr.
Alicia Renee Robinson.
Guadalupe Montserrat Quesada Sanabria.
Sierra Angelia Rodriguez.
Allison Elizabeth Quiros.
J. Michael Rodriguez.
Daniela Nicole Ramos.
Mario Antonio Rodriguez.
Israel Ramos.
JC Daily Rodriguez Ortiz.
Alejandro Reyes.
Cassandra Marie Rojas.
Marisol Reyes.
Tyvon Lawrence Rollins.
Federico Reina Montenegro.
Vivian Elizabeth Romans.
Anaya Elaine Riggins.
Ryan Devin Ross.
Lauren Rose Rivera.
Analicia Maria Salazar.
Javier Osvaldo Rivera.
America Salgado.
Damian Xavier Robertson.
Christopher Lawrence Sampson.
Dominique Marie Robledo.
Brian Guadalupe Sanchez.
Albert Rodriguez.
Andreas Mackenzie Schmidt.
Heber Isaiah Rodriguez.
Kylie Samantha Seastrunk.
Manuel Rodriguez.
Abran Cias Jr.
Tristan Andrew Rodriguez.
Atasia Chatiz Smith.
Christopher Javier Rodriguez Resendiz.
Kerrigan Ray Smith.
Luis Manuel Rojas Jr.
Valencia Ashlyn Smith.
Susan Roman.
Katia Soto.
Matthew Allen Ross.
Charles Thomas St. Martin Jr.
Brianna Nicole Salas.
Demarie Kisan Stewart.
Jacqueline Nicole Salazar.
William Edward Stockton.
Ivan Alejandro Salinas.
Jasmine Jean Stout.
Nicholas Joseph Sampson.
Mark Daniel Swords.
Sebastian Sandoval.
Tiaja Anise Taylor.
Nicholas Martin Shower.
Champagne Jade Teasley.
Jamaria Deanna Scott.
Michael Allen Thaxton.
Tiffany Renee Seeley.
Kiera Nicole Thomas.
Jesus Silva.
Shane Anthony Thornton.
Elcid Antone Smith, Jr.
Gabriel Santiago Thompson.
Kai Leo Smith.
Carlos Leogen Torres Izquierdo.
Valeria Soto.
Corin Devin Townsend.
Akaya Trene Stewart.
Lillian Elena Tutson.
Kaylin Aliyah Nicole Santana.
Jennifer Garcia Vargas.
Trinicia Ariana Taylor.
Jonathan David Vasquez.
DeQuante Marquise Thomas.
Lucero Velázquez.
Dadrian Armand Thomas McCraney.
Kirsten Renee Voss.
Allison Monique Tirado Morales.
Kieria Alexis Walker.
Rayshawn Garrett Tomlinson Proctor.
Jasmine Nicole Watson.
Lauren Olivia Stewart.
Katie Beth Weddle.
Trinity Marie Stores.
Joctavius DeCarlos West.
Hope Renee Swansea.
Dakari Kavan White.
Lydia Joanne Tanton.
Kiari Dontrell White.
Jasmine Elise Villalpando.
DeMarco Jamarius DeVincent Williams.
Madison Michael Wacker.
Shakaya Florisha Williams.
Armani Eugene Watkins.
Tatiana Imarie Williams.
Emily Elizabeth Watts.
Vance Antoine Willis.
Dante Javon Tubbs.
Kinsey Ray Wilson.
Tiaja Nicole Turner.
Cora Elizabeth Woodcock.
Jessica Lynn Vaden.
Shakira Monet Wright.
Graciela Vargas Isidoro.
Ashton Mateo Yarbrough.
Jaden Ajane Denise Williams.
Sarah Grace Young.
Taquarius Williams.
Kimberly Jemilet Zuniga.
Jacorian DeMonte Williams Calhoun.
Don Dwayne White, Jr.
Caleb Van Cleef Wilson. Raheem Ricky Wright. Paul Ray Yanis Jr. Phoebe Marie Young. Colton Edward Zahn. Fatima Paola Soto. Azaria Tiaja Williams. Donovan Williams.
Class of 2020, please stand. At this time, I would like the seniors to move their tassels to the left side, signifying the completion of your high school graduation requirements. Everyone in Crusader Stadium, please join me as we congratulate your Temple High School Class of 2020 graduates.
Please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. At this time, Ms. Corinne Nicole Eckenrode, choir president, will lead us in the Temple High School song, Air Victorious.
Your spirit, loyalty.
please remain standing. Class of 2020. Hats off to the class of 2020. Again, please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as Miss Aaliyah Renee Gaines will now give the closing.
Class of 2020, before our time together comes to an end, I want you to know that when we depart, our destiny begins. We prepared for this day for 12 years, and here today, on the precipice of our future, our lives change. My fellow classmates, I want you to take a good look at each other and remember the memories we've shared with one another. Remember our first day of high school, confused in the crowded halls with a yellow schedule in our hand? Forever memories with long-lasting friends? What about the time we cheered on our football team in the playoffs at the Cowboys Stadium? Acceptance in your dream school? Long and dreadful nights? Or prom? Our anticipations of our senior year may have fallen, but it has only made us unique. Some of us here may have never experienced prom, but all of us were unable to experience the typical senior life. What we have experienced is not at all punishment, but a challenge that God Himself has given us. Due to the unusual circumstances, our motivation of making every dual moment bright, we've gained strength that only He knew we could handle. As this chapter in our life closes, today we embark on our future path. Some of us will go off to college, and others will proceed into the workforce. In our new chapter of life, we will not be remembered as the ones that should be felt saddened for, but the ones that inspired those before and after us. We should be proud of the young adults that we've become and trust that God will guide us in a clear direction of wisdom regarding our future. Congratulations, class of 2020.
At this time, the graduates will proceed to parking lot C. Please do not interfere with the recessional. Friends and family may meet their graduates in parking lot C. Temple High School would like to thank the University of Mary Hardin Baylor staff for their assistance in this ceremony.